Hey everyone, David here from Black Badger Software Solutions. What we have for you here is a small snippet from our Monday.com basic training course. In the video, pretty cut and dry, straight to the point. This is exactly how you do A, B, and C in Monday.com with a screen share so you can follow along and actually do what I'm telling you to do by following along on the screen. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so now that we've done a bit of a basic orientation of Monday, we're actually going to hop right into it, and we are going to build out our first client board. What you're looking at is not really a real board. I threw it together for some demo purposes. So let's actually turn this into a real board now. I'm going to change the groups, the items, etc. I'm just going to show you some of this to start, as in making some of these groups. And then while I add a ton of items, I'll skip through all that so you're not sitting there watching me add them, but you will get an idea of how a project is built. So let's start here. We're going to call this client ABC. And the first step we're actually going to do is called client onboarding. The next group we have is delivery. Then we are going to have product review and quality assurance. Then we have project closeout. So let's just say these are the 4 steps your agency goes through in order to bring a client in, deliver, and then complete the project. It might be different for every client. I'm just giving you a sample here. So I decided this is how I'm going to break it down by groups. I'm going to change all of these items, and we're going to go from there. All right, now that I have made all of the tasks and didn't force you to watch me make all of them, I'm going to finish assigning these to everyone in a rapid fashion so you can see how to do this. I'm going to assign these to myself. And by the way, all I'm clicking when I make these go away is I just hit the escape button and it will automatically unselect everything. All right, there we go. Now I have assigned every single task out. Now I want to adjust the statuses because there might be some additional statuses we need. So needs approval is one I definitely know we're going to need. Rejected by client is another one. And I think that's it for now. So right now I'm going to start updating these. Really, this is the beginning of a project, so I wouldn't expect a ton of statuses to be filled out. But what we're going to do is we're going to fast forward 2 weeks into the future. So there's actually some statuses here so I can show you some additional board views. All right, now that we have all the statuses and dates filled out, I'm going to make a couple views that are very specific. So first we're going to make a view of just Damien's tasks. Then we're going to make one for just Yvette. Then we're going to make a calendar view. And we're going to go back to Damien. So how this is going to work is I'm just going to filter it by Damien. Save it to this view. Yvette. And save it to this view. So now every time we switch between them, we don't need to reset the filters or do anything. It automatically shows anything assigned to Damien and Yvette. So for instance, Yvette could just simply favorite this, and now that's the first board she would see, obviously behind the main table. Now in the calendar, it will automatically pick all items with that date. So here we have the interactive calendar. Now you can always click any item, modify it the exact same way you would with any other item in the board. Except when you click the conversation, it'll open this up as opposed to just being able to adjust the statuses directly in here, dates directly in here, etc. And you can click anywhere in any one of these boxes to add a new item. You can name it, set the group, including changing the group if you'd like, assign it, set a status, date, etc. So it's really easy to work within the calendar view. Now we're going to set a couple automations. And the first one we're going to do is a notification. So what we're going to do is when a status changes to something, notify someone. All right, so now when the status changes to done, notify Damien. Now, every time every item is marked as done, Damien will be informed. Obviously, I'm doing this slightly out of sequence. This probably should have been done before I actually set all those statuses. However, I wanted to just expedite this process for the next coming boards. Next, we're going to make another automation. And I'm going to pick it from in here. So, due dates. When a date arrives, and only if status is something, notify someone. So when, on the day of, at 9 a.m., this day arrives, and only if the status is or is not working on it, or let's say is not done, then we're going to notify the task owner that it's not done. Good. So now we're going to make one more view, which is a chart view. And in here, it will automatically show the status of where everything is at. Now I want to make one more chart, and I want to break it down by person. So I'm going to go into Add Widget, Chart. You can make these bigger or smaller just by selecting the bottom right-hand corner. Now I'm going to go into Settings for this chart. I'm going to minimize the chart type, go into the X-axis, change it, and the X-axis is this one down here at the bottom, moving from left to right, and I'm going to change that to person. All right, and then the Y-axis is what it's counting upwards. So what I'm going to do is count the number of tasks per person, which it was already selected. In this case, we don't have any sub-items. I could count those as well. So now this shows me every single task by person. Now I only want to show when the status is either working on it, stuck, needs approval, rejected, or blank, as in anything that's not done. So now here's all the number of tasks assigned to each person in this chart that's not done. And there you go. Now we have a more realistic board showing a project from beginning to end with client ABC with several views set up, a dashboard or a chart in this case, some custom table views, and that's a basic board. Now, what we're going to get into after this is a lot more orientation into a lot more features, and then we're going to come back to this board and build it out even more. I understand this is not a perfect board, but I'm just trying to show you everything in simplistic terms, building upon the basics so you have the most comprehensive understanding of each board. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed that video. As I said, I thought it's pretty cut and dry and very precise. Like, look, it's just do this, no fluff in the videos. So, and that's pretty much what the whole course is about. It's about 45 videos. They're all between 1 to 8 minutes long of just, this is exactly how you use Monday.com. Defines the terms, it defines how you use it, and it shows you exactly where to go and how to do it. If you want any more information on how to do that course, you can find the information in the description below. Otherwise, please like, subscribe, and follow, and leave a comment if you have one. Thanks.